My lecture series of Python, the lecture series 9. In this series, we will discuss about the Python function. So, what the Python functions are? A function is a self-block of code which is used to organize the functional code. Function can be called as a section of a program that is written once and can be executed whenever required in the program, thus making code reusability. Also, it saves time and effort. Function is a subprogram that works on data and produces some output. Now we will see types of functions. There are basically two types of functions, built-in functions and user-defined functions. Built-in functions are those functions that are predefined and organized into a library. We have used many predefined functions in Python. User-defined functions are those functions that are created by the programmer to meet the requirements. Now we will define a function by its syntax and example so that it will become more clear to us. So, a function defined in Python should follow the following format. Keyword def is used to start and declare a function. Def specifies the starting of function block. So here we can see in the syntax of a Python function that def keyword is used before the function name. So which specifies the starting of a function block like def sum a comma b. This function sum is started with the keyword def. Now def is followed by function name followed by parenthesis. That is function name, and within parenthesis there are parameters. Here sum is the function name and it is a parenthesis. Parameters are passed inside the parenthesis. At the end, a colon is marked. Also, parameters can also be passed within the parenthesis. It is not mandatory, but if needed, it can be passed like a comma b, and at the end, colon is used. Now we will see how to invoke a Python function. To execute a function, it needs to be called. This is called function calling. Function definition provides the information about function name, parameters, and the definition what operation is to be performed. In order to execute the function definition, we need to call the function. So we will see by an example how we can call a function or we can invoke a Python function. Here we have defined a function sum x comma y where the two variables x and y are added and the result is stored in s. Then the sum of the two numbers is printed in s. Whenever this sum function and the value as a parameter is passed through it, the function is called. Means whenever the program will come to sum 10 comma 20, it will directly go to def sum x comma y and pass 10 to x and 20 to y and perform the following function. Thus we have here the output sum of two numbers is 30. When it will print the sum of two numbers here, it will again come back from where it has left. So here it has finished its work. Now it will start from here. Here again the same function is called with different value, that is 20 and 30. So it will again go to the same function and perform the same process again. So here it is sum of two numbers is 50, that is 20 plus 30, 50. Now we will see Python function return a statement. Means how a function can return a statement from it. Return expression is used to return response to the caller function. We can use expression with the return keyword, send back the control to the caller with the expression. In case no expression is given after return, it will return none. In other words, return a statement is used to exit the function definition. Again we will see this by an example. Here we have an example def sum a and b, adding the two values, printing within function, print a plus b, return a plus b. Here we can see this function sum has returned a value a plus b. Means whenever this function will be called, there it will return the value that is a plus b. So here we have another function message print hello return. So we will see how the whole process works. Here firstly total is equals to sum 10 comma 20. Here the function is called, so we will come here, and here the value 10 and 20 will be passed. When here it will be executed printing within function, here will the output will be printing within function. Print a plus b, the 10 plus 20 will be printed here. Then here it is, the statement is return a plus b, so this a plus b will be returned to this total variable because it is a return statement. So in total the value 30 is stored. Now since here the function, some function ends, so the cursor will come here and printing outside total will be printed here, that is printing outside, and as we know total has stored 30 value in it, so 30 will be printed here. Now here message function is called with no parameters, so message will come here, and whatever the statement here it is written, it will execute that is print hello, so it will print hello, and here no value is returned, so it will return nothing, it will return none, and will come to here and then will print rest of the codes. Python function argument and parameter. There can be two types of data passed in the function. The first type of data is the data passed in the function call. This data is called arguments. The second type of data is the data received in the function definition. This data is called parameters. We can see it in example when we call any function, that is addition x comma 10. So this is known as argument, and when in the function definition this parameter or argument is taken, then the name it is given as parameter. So here it is called arguments and here it is known as parameters. Arguments can be literals, variables and expressions. Parameters must be variable to hold incoming values. Arguments can be called as actual parameters or actual arguments, and parameters can be called as formal parameters or formal arguments. So here's another example with the same verb, as whenever as x is initialized with 15, this addition function is called with x as 15 and value 10. It will go to function addition and print the value x plus 10, that is 25. Again it will come to here, it will pass 15 to the function and will print 30 here. Now y is initialized with 20 and the function is called, so then it will come here, the value x plus y, that is 15 plus 20 will be printed as 35. Now we will see about passing parameters. Python supports following types of formal argument: positional argument, default argument and keyword argument. We will see about these three one by one. Firstly, Python function positional argument example. So here is an example about Python function positional argument. Okay, so here what we see that the function sum a comma b has two arguments in it. Okay, so when this sum function is called with two arguments, then it will print c a plus b. Okay, print c 30. Here is no error. But when we will call sum 20 and it will go to this function. The position is not clarified that this 20 is for what, a or b. So a error will come that will show that some function takes exactly two arguments and only one is given. Python function default arguments, and here default argument is the argument which provides the default values to the parameters passed in the function definition. In case is not provided in the function call, default value is used. So here we can see the message function has three arguments: id, name and age, and here age is given a default value, that is 21. Here are the statements of the message function. Now when this message function is called with the value given to id and name and also to age, then this function will print id, name as given by this function and also the age given by this function as 100, Ravi and 20. But again you can see here when this function is again called as id 101, name Ratan and no value for age, then this function will print what? It will print age as 21. because age here 21 is given as a default value. Now Python keyword arguments. Using the keyword argument, the argument passed in function call is matched with function definition on the basis of the name of the parameter. We will see it with an example. Here, the message id comma name is a function, and when this message id is equals to 100, name is equals to Raj is called, then it will print id and name. But when these arguments are exchanged, then here what we will see that again it prints the same thing. For id 101 and for name as it is here Rahul, it will print Rahul. So there is no problem as this argument is clearly specified in the function parameters. Okay, so it is clear that Rahul is for name and 101 is for ID. Thanks for watching. Keep watching my next lecture series. Thank you.